This Thursday, April 18th, 2024, the Diocese of Buea will launch a 1-year anniversary, a year to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the diocese. The steering committee chairperson, who doubles as the Vicar General of the diocese, Reverend Father Jude Thaddeus Mbi, shares with us the level of preparedness for this grandiose event. As schools officially kickstart today in Buea, those in the diocese have been reminded to remain committed, especially for this last term of the school year. Education Secretary Reverend Father Vincent Mesue made the call today while visiting some schools. And we also take you through some choirs that stage their Easter concert on Sunday. We bring the sounds and rhythm of the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral Moliko and St. Andrew's Parish Muya. Those are the headlines for tonight's newscast. Their full readouts and yours will be more in the moment. Preparations for the official launching of the 75th anniversary of the Diocese of Buea on Thursday, April 18, 2024 at the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral are in full swing. We had an earlier interview with Father Jude Thaddeus Mbi, the head of the steering committee for the anniversary, who provided an overview of the preparations made thus far to ensure a successful celebration. Now details with Joseph Otop in this report.
As the Christians of the Diocese of Buea prepare to converge on the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral Parish come Thursday, April 18, 2024 for the official launching of the 75th anniversary of the diocese, under the theme, Proclaim the Good News, I Am With You Always, preparations are gaining steam as everything is being put in place to ensure a successful launch and celebration. 74 years down the line, the mother diocese, Buea Diocese, continues to grow in leaps and bounds through the hard work of its leaders, both physically and spiritually. This launching, which will comprise a year-long activity, the head of the steering committee for the 75th anniversary highlight event that will be part of the celebration of this milestone.
After the launching, which will be on Thursday, events will continue at the diocesan, at the deanery levels. Various deaneries will take up the celebrations at their own level, and then parishes, Christian organizations, whatever movement in the church, even the apostolic groups, each group that has some activity, something to celebrate within this year, all of that will enter as part of the celebration of the Jubilee year for the Diocese of Buea.
Meanwhile, he gives reasons for the choice of the theme.
The theme which the steering committee chose for this anniversary expresses very beautifully what is very peculiar about this celebration. Buea Diocese, proclaim the good news, I am with you always. It is very, very important for us. First of all, we have the wake-up call to the diocese, Buea Diocese, which it's like a call coming from God. We answer with proclaim the word of God, which is the great mission that Jesus gave to the church. We find that in Matthew chapter 28, verse 18 and 19. And Jesus gave one mission to the church, which is proclaim the good news. And we as a diocese for 75 years, we have been proclaiming the good news. And that has been our primary achievement as a diocese. If we are celebrating it, that is what we are celebrating.
Drawing closer to year 75, one can say the journey of the Diocese of Buea is an embodiment of dedication, wisdom, and impact.
The Catholic Education Secretary of Buea, Reverend Father Vincent Mesue, has called upon the staff, students, and pupils of the various Catholic schools in the Diocese of Buea to fully commit themselves as they officially begin the third term of the academic year 2023-2024. Reverend Father Vincent Mesue made this call during his one-day tour to several institutions in the diocese on April 16th 2024. Nadeshme was present during this tour and has for us and provides for us this report.
It was a busy morning as the Catholic Education Secretary, Reverend Father Vincent Mesue, made stop at CUIB Nursery and Primary School Moliko Boya, Catholic School Bolifama Mai 16, Bishop Jules Peter Memorial High School Bukwango, among others, to observe the effective resumption of Catholic schools in the Diocese of Boya. The staffs, students and pupils tripped in their numbers to officially begin the third term of the 2023-2024 academic year. To the head teacher of CUIB Nursery and Primary School Moliko Boya, all is set to effectively begin the term.
I can say that for this term, the term is very short, and as I went around talking to the children, I made them to understand that the term is very short and they have to take their book seriously.
Making a quick stop at Bishop Jules Peter Memorial High School Bukwango, the Dean of Students' Life, Ayamba Oben, says the turnout of the teachers and students speaks volume of their readiness to produce better results.
I had an administrative meeting a few minutes ago, and we have asked the principal to have a meeting with the different students of the different classes, and equally to have departmental meetings with the different departments to look at way forward to see how we can improve. Looking that the second term results were not the best and the mock results too, and so there is every need. And we equally have programmed a meeting with the parents of the examination classes to see how together we can improve on the results, especially for the examination classes.
The Catholic Education Secretary, Reverend Father Vincent Mesue, also stressed the need for the pupils and students to work extremely hard with the help of their teachers and parents during this term, which is the shortest of all the 3 terms of the academic year.
Given that this is the shortest term, and presuming that much of the work was done during first term and second term, so it's for them to remain committed, no missing of classes. Like I was telling the students, they have to be serious, they have to read, and the teachers too have to be in class to continue drilling these children till the time they are writing their exams, to finally go on break. So I think it's all about commitment and staying true to the course.
Being so excited, some pupils and students on their part are ready to get good results at the end of the academic year.
You kind of nervous, panicky because next year I'll be Form 5 and I feel like I have to study more and I have to pass my paper exam for me to be able to go to Form 5 and pass and go to university. But I feel kind of nervous being at the third term because it's like the last term and you normally fail on everything. But I hope I pass.
I want to make sure that I pay attention to my teachers, everything that they are going to teach. Maybe my brain and have effective memory.
It is now time for serious work on the part of the students and teachers to cover this year's syllabus, which carries the highest percentage of the annual evaluation.
The Bishop of the Diocese of Boya carried out his weekly catechetical program called Know Your Faith. This week's focus was on bishops in particular churches, the Catholic faith. The Catholic faith teacher highlighted the bishop's distinct responsibilities towards catechumens, priests, and various apostolates. It was emphasized that each bishop in charge of a particular church should promote unity and dialogue with those of different denominations or religious movements. This teaching session took place on Monday, April 15, 2024 at the Regina Pacis Cathedral Parish in Small Sopo, Boya. In the following report, Reverend Father Martin Inje provides us with more details on that session.
For some, the Bishop of Boya, His Lordship Michael Bibi, is renowned as the development bishop. For others, he is the bishop of national integration. For others, he is the exceptional teacher of the Catholic faith. With a focus on the faith, in today's teaching, the bishop centralized his catechesis on the caption, Bishops in Particular Churches, as found in the Code of Canon Law, paragraph 368, following. In addition to the points that bishops should have special concern for catechumen and priests, striking and enlivening, as it could appear, is the teaching that each bishop is not only concerned with the Catholic faithful of his diocese, but with others in various denominations and congregations, with the spirit of ecumenism and interreligious dialogue fostered. He noted other responsibilities of the bishops while reminding the faithful to adhere unto the truth of the faith.
As the bishops are concerned, mention is made in other areas of the world. If you go there, you see that there are different rites, like the Coptic rites and all the rest. If you are a bishop in a particular church, that you have other rites apart from the Latin rite, you have a duty and a responsibility to see to it that you encourage those who are in the different rites to have a priest of their own right in order to help them as far as their own spiritual life is concerned. At the same time, the bishop is not concerned only with the Catholic Christians in his diocese. There are some Christians who are not Catholic. It is still the responsibility of the bishop to see to it that he reaches out to them. And we are saying this from the point of view of ecumenism, to make sure that the other mainstream churches, like the Presbyterian Church, like the Baptist Church, the spirit of ecumenism should be fostered.
In all these, the prelates themselves are called to a holy life and be models of holiness and good example to others for emulation. The bishop then went further to explain what is meant by an apostolate, citing Canon 863 following.
The Catechism of the Catholic Church, in paragraph 863, teaches us that an apostolate is every activity of the mystical body of Christ that is aimed at spreading the good news. And it continues in paragraph 864 to say that Jesus Christ is the source of apostolate in the church, which means that every apostolate has to be Christocentric. And that is why, as far as apostolates in the diocese is concerned, it is the responsibility of the bishop.
Participation was massive, and the faithful filed in their recommendations, remarks, and general feedback after the session.
I was really impressed for the bishop because it makes us to understand who the bishop is and all that he does. It is so wonderful that we know who the bishop is, and he tells us everything, what is his function. And so we're really aware the priest and the relation he has with the Christians. So in fact, I'm very happy, and I want to wish him that he continue in this way as he has started, so that we, the Christians, to our own spiritual life will be built up.
He has enlightened Christians on the theme of bishops in particular churches, on how we should regard the bishops' functions in relations with other churches, which cut across not only Roman Catholic Church, Muslim communities, Presbyterian Church, or mushroom churches. So he has enlightened us on how his function does not only concentrate within the Catholic Church, but under his diocese or area of jurisdiction, he has a right to reach out to some of the faithful Christians or people.
The diocese and the world at large look forward to another session with the prelate Michael Bibi in the program Know Your Faith.
During his pastoral visit to Christ the King Parish, Idinal, Bishop Michael Bibi of the Diocese of Boya emphasized on the importance of collaboration between civil and traditional authorities in the area. The bishop called upon them to assist in the process of obtaining land documents, which is crucial for the future establishment of Christ the King College in Idina. Hilarion Clinton tells us more.
Within the context of his pastoral visit here at Christ the King Parish, Idina, Bishop Michael Bibi pleads to both the civil and traditional authorities of the area concerning the acquisition of the necessary documents for the application of the creation of a secondary school in the community.
I want for use this opportunity for continue for talk with traditional rulers, for we deal, for we mayor, that part of the land we need for secure we land. Because I think that about 2 years ago, so I've been talking, say we will get some school for here, Christ the King College.
His solicitation to these officials symbolizes the bond that the church and the government have in ensuring the well-being of the population. Christ the King College was envisioned to go operational some years back. However, obtaining the necessary documents remain one of the major plights.
After that one, I want to do application. There's also land title. I no get them. I would like to be difficult for we go ahead. But I will continue to talk with the GO for your own advice. If we get possibility for do things and we then we help we for drop the document, for give we the opportunity for begin that school, I think it will be a very good thing.
The authorities on their part applauded the bishop's desire to create a college in their community. They are positive about the move. As such, they pledge their full support in seeing to the realization of this vision. Chief Ngando Peter Musa Kwaka III of Bubende Village, Idina, since his assumption as chief of the community, he has been working on the said issue.
Like concern the land that you are talking about, I have a talk with him, a conversation with him. I want to say if there was any misunderstanding before, that was because there was no chief then. So since I became a chief, we have had some talk with the divisional officer for West Coast, Stephen Gong, and even the father. So I think there's a progress on that.
Musa Kwaka III is of the view that the Catholic Church is always linked to the development. On behalf of his community, he promised to work with the authorities to ensure that the documents are available for the creation of the school in the nearest future.
So what the Catholic Mission always does to a community, to a place, is bringing development. So I'm talking on behalf of my population of Idina, we cannot refuse development, most when it concerns the Catholic Mission, because we know what they are capable to do. Like I said, I will work with the divisional officer, with the father here. We are going to see that all the documents that are needed to see that this opportunity of bringing a primary and secondary school, why not university, comes to a reality in our community.
Christ the King College, Idina, drafted to operate as a boarding school, will be the lone boarding Catholic school in West Coast of Cameroon. Fingers remain crossed concerning the realization of this academic citadel.
Some parish choirs in the Diocese of Boya last Sunday staged Easter concerts at their various parishes. At the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral, Moliko, it was the first time for the choir to organize the events, which had a massive attendance of Christians, friends, and other music enthusiasts. Jude Marco was at the concert in Moliko. Let's have more in his report.
To the Christians, family members, friends, and choristers from other parishes who attended the Easter concert at the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral, Moliko, it was an exciting experience. This was the parish's first time organizing such an event, and the choristers, who had prepared diligently, put on a spectacular display that was met with cheers and admiration from the guests. The Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral Choir treated its guests to a selection of classical gospel songs, canticles, traditional Cameroonian music, and South African rhythms. For over 4 hours, the church reverberated with the melodic voices of the talented choristers, and the audience couldn't resist joining the dancing frenzy. Those fortunate enough to attend this concert were amazed by the unique performance, surpassing their initial expectations.
So it was very awesome. I enjoyed everything. From the beginning to the end, everything was incredible. All the songs were great, joining them together, having all the parts, soprano, alto, tenor, bass all together was so incredible. So I had fun.
I really appreciate it. The team was so amazing. The chorus were wonderful. They did their best. It was really great.
This is something I have witnessed today, which being a chorister for 23 years, I've never witnessed before. This is indeed a mouth-watering event.
It was so amazing, and I wish, like, say, they did so much, and I wish to encourage them to put more effort, and that God is always going to be with them in whatsoever they do.
The choristers of the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral Choir had come a long way to reach this day, and the choir's president expresses gratitude to the attendees while promising an even more remarkable concert in the future.
And we're happy that God could use us to spread such love and happiness to our Christians. We thank everyone, each and everyone, for all the support they've given to us. We do a bigger event like this come December. It will be a grand concert which will incorporate not only Catholics but musicians from different places in the world.
The Easter concert held this Sunday, April 15, 2024 at the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral marked the first of its kind in this parish. The attendance was impressive, with the Vicar General of the diocese, parish priest, and other former priests of the parish in attendance. The crowd was also thrilled by guest choirs from St. Peter and Paul University Parish and Sacred Heart Parish, Bomaka.
From the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral, Moliko, we stopped at St. Andrew Parish, Muya, where choristers drilled the crowd of enthusiastic music lovers with melodious songs. The event held on Sunday, April 14, 2024 at the parish church. The concert centered on the theme, Jesus is risen as he said. Matthew chapter 28 verse 5 to verse 6. Nadejme was there and now reports.
The Easter concert of St. Andrew Parish Munya, held on April 14, 2024, was a resounding success as it attracted a large crowd of enthusiastic Christians eager to be serenaded by the melodious songs like Seigneur de la Danse, Great Dagon, amongst others. The highlight of the evening was undoubtedly the choir's rendition of classic Easter hymns and spiritual songs. The harmonious voices of the choristers filled the air. From traditional hymns to contemporary gospel tunes, the choristers showcase vocal and musical talents, leaving a lasting impression on all those present.
I'm very, I've never ever, as a person, there is no other person I'm coming, attended a concert like this. The quality is like premiere. I don't know what you say. Did it in a grandeur manner. It was a wonderful concert. We are so grateful. Anybody that missed this concert missed something that was so special. We are so grateful for the concert.
The parish priest, Reverend Father Kingsley Chinonso, expressed his admiration for the choir's exceptional performance. He commends the choristers for their dedication, hard work, commitment in spreading joy and spiritual enlightenment through music together with the parish chairlady. They outlined different advices for the choir.
Just one simple advice to them. The world out there is appreciating them that they have given the best to make liturgy what it is supposed to be. The Bishop of the Diocese of Boya is so particular in making sure that liturgy is unadulterated, and I am following his footsteps to make sure that liturgy is one of the best, because without liturgy the Catholic Church has nothing to write home about. Alright? So if our liturgy is the best, then our choir must be able to lead the liturgy, making sure that liturgy is the best.
The choir, the advice that I would give is that they must be able to work together. What we have seen today shows that unity is strength. Unity gives the best. So we encourage them that when they have something that they can work together as a parish choir, they should be able to go for it.
The success of the Monya Parish Choir Easter concert was not only evident in the quality of music presented, but also in the overwhelming support shown by local community, families, friends and parishioners who came together to celebrate this musical demonstration. Singing once is praying twice, as the adage holds it. Hence, the attendees departed to their various destinations with a level of spiritual upliftment.
In sports, the new champions of the National Elite One Championship will be known on Thursday, April 18, 2024. Victoria United are favorites to finish this year's league as the topmost club. Defending champions Cotonspor of Garwa must beat Dynamo of Douala to consolidate their title, and at the same time hope that Southwest flag bearers Opopo lose to Stade Renard of Melon at the Mbappé Lepe in Douala. Here now is Reverend Father Solomon Ikundi Lyonga with the sticks ahead of Thursday's crucial play-off matches.
The title race to determine the champions of the National Elite Soccer Championship of Cameroon has taken another twist. In fact, it has taken an unprecedented proportion. No one saw this coming, as two teams west of the Mongo are in full contention to win the title with one game to go. Either Opopo, alias Victoria United, or Young Sports Academy of Bamenda might be crowned Cameroon champions for the 2023-2024 football season. Victoria United FC of Limbe are in pole position with 12 points and a +3 goal difference, closely followed by Young Sports Academy of Bamenda with 10 points and a +1 goal difference. Meanwhile, the mighty Cotonspor of Garwa and Stade Renard are also in the mix, but their chances are quite slim. Victoria United will be crowned champions on condition that they beat Stade Renard of Melon on match day 7, which will be the last playing day. They will also be crowned champions if they play out a draw and Young Sports Academy lose or draw against Colombe du Jar Elobo. Victoria United will also be crowned champions even if they lose and Young Sports Academy and Cotonspor also lose. Young Sports Academy of Bamenda have the second highest chances of being crowned Cameroon champions. A win for Young Sports Academy over Colombe du Jar Elobo next Wednesday and a loss for Victoria United against Stade Renard will see Young Sports Academy being crowned champions. A win for Young Sports with a 3-goal margin and a draw for Victoria United will see Young Sports Academy crowned champions. But Young Sports Academy of Bamenda must not lose or draw. Cotonspor of Garwa, on their part, are still in the title race as well, but their hopes are slim. The defending Cameroon champions need a significant win. They must beat Dynamo of Douala with at least a 2-goal margin and hope that Victoria United and Young Sports Academy lose. Stade Renard's chances are even slimmer. They need a resounding victory over Victoria United and several other results to go in their favor. They must defeat Victoria United by at least a 4-goal margin and hope that Young Sports Academy and Coton Sport of Garoua lose. Ultimately, the title chase boils down to Victoria United and Young Sports Academy of Bamenda, with the likelihood of a new champions for Cameroon in the current football season.
That report from Father Solomon Lyonga concludes Divine Mercy Prime tonight. But prior to us parting, let's review the headlines once more. This Thursday, April 18, 2024, the Diocese of Buea will launch a 1-year anniversary to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the diocese. The steering committee's chairperson, who doubles as the Vicar General of the diocese, Reverend Father Jutadius Mbi, shares with us the level of preparedness for this grandiose event. As schools officially kickstart today in Buea, those in the diocese have been reminded to remain committed, especially for this last term of the school year. Education Secretary Reverend Father Vincent Mesue made the call today while visiting some schools. And we also took you out, wherein some choirs staged their Easter concert on Sunday. We brought to you the sounds and rhythm of the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral Moliko and St. Andrew's Parish in Muya. Thank you, dear viewers, for watching Divine Mercy Prime. Stay tuned and remain glued for more interesting programs on DMR TV. I've been your host, Father Alphonse Wongibe. For you, up next shall be The Mountain Echoes. Have a restful night.